Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about tech ecosystems. Everybody's got one. Let's check out mine. So, everybody has some kind of tech ecosystem, whether it's a phone and a laptop, just a phone and earbuds or headphones, tablet and a phone, some kind of combination of devices. Everybody's got some kind of tech ecosystem, whether it's Windows, Android, Samsung, Apple, doesn't matter. Everybody's got something. Mine just so happens to be Apple. I used to be a huge Windows user, huge Android user. My first iPhone was the 4S, and that's what really got me into the Apple ecosystem to begin with. And my first MacBook, my first Mac, was the MacBook Air in 2014. Either 2013 or 2014, but it was the MacBook Air. And I just remember how thin it was, how light it was, how much I loved to carry it. At the time, I was used to these big, bulky Windows laptops that were just huge, heavy, like 2 inches thick. I mean, just these mammoth machines. And some of them are actually still that way, but also made entirely of plastic. And then I'm picking up this lightweight, still mostly powerful laptop that weighs almost nothing. And it's made of aluminum. I mean, it blew my mind. And the fact that I had one was almost life-changing at the time. At least that's how I felt. And so that leads me to where I am today. My daily driving device, the one device that I always have with me, is my iPhone. Now, I currently have the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I did not upgrade to the 16. There's a real good chance that I do upgrade to the 17 Pro Max this year. My other device that comes with me everywhere all the time is my Apple Watch Ultra 2, the black titanium. And I absolutely love this watch. The only bands that I use on this watch are made by Nomad. This is their active leather band, and the other band that I have in black and orange is their Rocky Point band, also made by Nomad. I do rotate a couple different cases. I do use the Nomad modern leather case and the Nomad rugged case, and then this is the D brand grip case with their leather skin. And I love this. Now, to me, this is kind of like the perfect combination of the modern leather and the rugged case, because this has 15 feet of drop protection, and you obviously have real, genuine leather here on the back. With the Nomad rugged case, you have that 15 feet of drop protection, but there's no leather. And then with Nomad's modern leather case, you have 8 feet of drop protection. But, I love Nomad and D-Brand. They are my two all-time favorite brands when it comes to iPhone cases. D-Brand happens to have a more robust offering when it comes to different devices, because they have skins for almost every type of device. They have grip cases for Android devices and iPhones. So you really have your pick there. And definitely one of the brands I would recommend if you're looking to maybe get a skin on your laptop or tablet, or you want to get a grip case for your phone. Check them out. The other device that I carry, the third device that I carry with me, I'd say at least 90% of the time, would be my AirPods Pro 2. I love these. I love the noise cancellation. Now, it's not the best noise cancellation, but it's still really good. I will put these on all day, wear them in the office all day, and keep them in transparency mode. And it just works so well. It's honestly amazing. And then if I really need to be able to focus and hunker down, then I'll put it in noise canceling mode, and I will get stuff done listening to music or the new background sounds that I can turn on through my iPhone. The other device that I have with me as long as I'm driving my keys, and I have my AirTag keychain. The keychain is by Nomad, and it's their leather AirTag holder, and I really, really like it. I'm kind of torn between this and the grip case for the AirTag by dbrand. I do have an alpine skin, which looks like this on my AirTag, and I rotate it so much, but I've really come to love the look of this. But yeah, so there's my phone, my headphones, my watch, and my keys. Now, when I go to get real work done, when I go to type up an email, when I go to search the web, when I go to pretty much anything where I need a keyboard, almost every single time I'm going to my M2 Pro 14-inch MacBook Pro. Now, this does have the dbrand leather skin on it on the top and their alpine skin on the bottom. Like I said, this is the M2 Pro 14-inch MacBook Pro, and I didn't spec this out. I got the specs that I needed and some of the specs that I wanted. I did spend a little over $5,000 on this device, which is why I plan on having this for a very long time. Like I said, I have the M2 Pro chip. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM and 8 terabytes of storage. Now, obviously, the 8 terabytes of internal storage is what cost the most. If I had only gotten 4 or 2, it would have been significantly less money. But I literally hate carrying an external drive for anything. I do all my photo and video editing on this device, and I can put all the files right on here. Everything is fast, snappy, and it just works. I do use Final Cut Pro for all my video editing. I use Capture One and Pixelmator Pro for all my photo editing. They do have iPad apps for Final Cut, Capture One, and Pixelmator, but they are nowhere near the desktop level versions that are offered on the Mac. Anytime I need to get real work done, I always go towards the Mac. Always. When it comes to email, always the Mac. I prefer Apple Mail on the Mac over Apple Mail on the iPad. I prefer the iPad calendar, though, over the Apple Calendar on the Mac. I just wish they could be the same, but that's neither here nor there. Now, I do have the M2 11-inch iPad Pro, and right now I have it in the Nomad leather folio case. This thing is not cheap by any means. In fact, it's very expensive, but it is the best folio case I have ever used for an iPad. And I mean, it is absolutely amazing. And I'm always, as long as I have an iPad, I'm going to have this case on it. Now, I do have the Magic Keyboard here, and this is the older version, so I don't get all the fancy, shortcuts and all that stuff. And I got tired of all the fingerprints and disgustingness look on it. So I did put the dbrand leather skin on it. And this has worked very well. And for a while, this was my main device. So I use this for everything: content consumption, emails, productivity, that type of stuff. And then this was basically docked to my setup behind me, and I would use this at the desk only. But lately, I've found myself, when I want to type something up and I want to get stuff done, instead of reaching for my iPad in the Magic Keyboard, I'm just undocking this and using it. And I get a bigger screen, and it's just as fast. Now, the one thing that my iPad has over my laptop is this is cellular, and my laptop is not. If they do come out with the M5 Pro, MacBook Pros this year, and they are cellular, that might convince me to trade this in trade my iPad in and get the M5 Pro MacBook Pro, because that's a huge thing for me. I like having that ability. And yes, I can tether it to my iPhone, but the speeds are nowhere near what they would be if I were to just use cellular on here. If it had native cellular, it's just not as fast. And so I kind of find myself, what do I do with this? What am I using my iPad for? Right now, I literally just use it to watch TV, watch movies, Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, the Apple TV app, which is a bajillion times better on here than it is on the MacBook, which I don't understand why. It should literally be the same. But I find myself literally only using this for content consumption and browsing the internet. That's it. And to me, that is a huge, huge waste of money. And so it's driving me crazy. I don't have a full place to use this. So I think maybe going forward, my ecosystem will still be Apple, but it's going to be my iPhone, my MacBook, AirPods, Apple Watch, and my AirTag keychain. We'll see what happens. But I do love the iPad. I just don't have a full place or way to use it where it financially makes sense. So let me know, what ecosystem are you guys running? Do you have Android and Windows? Do you have maybe a Samsung laptop, which I think probably has Windows on it? Do you just have Samsung and you use DeX when you dock it to a monitor or something? What kind of ecosystem do you guys have? Put it down in the comments. Let me know. I am in favor of any ecosystem that makes your life better, makes you more productive, and makes you happy to get things done and be creative and do whatever it is that you love to do. I don't care if it's Android, Windows, Apple, whatever. As long as you love that system. I happen to love the Apple ecosystem, but that's me. So let me know what you guys use down below in the comments. Hopefully you like this video. Please like, subscribe, smash that bell so you get notified when I put out new videos. And guys, I will catch you on the next one. Later.